Hey everyone, Sam here from Sugar Spun Run, and today I'll be showing you how to make Nutella cookies. These Nutella cookies are one of my favorite cookies on the whole blog. They are soft and chewy and loaded with great Nutella flavor. These cookies are super easy to make, and this recipe only makes about 15 large cookies, so it certainly can be doubled if you'd like. To get started, you will want to grab 1 stick or 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. You want this to be softened to room temperature, and we'll add this to a large bowl. Now keep in mind that if maybe you don't use cup measurements, if you prefer to bake with weights, I do have all of the metric measurements for each ingredient included in my printable recipe. I've left that in the description below, so if you want to head over there, you'll be able to get all of the weight measurements. Next, we are going to add 2/3 cup of tightly packed light brown sugar to our butter. We will also add a 1/4 cup of regular granulated sugar and 3/4 cup of Nutella. Now you'll want to use an electric mixer to beat these ingredients together until they're creamy and well combined. Now we will add 1 large egg and 1½ teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Give everything another good stir with your mixer. And we'll just set these ingredients to the side while we prepare our dry ingredients. You are going to need 1½ cups of all-purpose flour for today's recipe. We'll also add 1½ teaspoons of cornstarch. This is going to help keep our cookies nice and chewy and extra soft. We'll add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we'll give everything a nice mix so that our dry ingredients are nicely combined. Now we'll bring back our wet ingredients and we will gradually add our dry ingredients to the wet ingredients until everything is nicely combined. Make sure to scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl with a spatula so that all of your ingredients are nicely combined. Next, you will need 1/2 cup of chocolate chunks. Now this is optional. If you want just that pure chocolate hazelnut flavor, you can omit the chocolate chunks, but I think they really add to the flavor of the Nutella cookies, so I definitely recommend adding them. And I'll just use my spatula to stir these in by hand. Now comes the hard part. We are going to have to let our Nutella cookie dough chill for at least 3 hours. I know this seems like a long time, but trust me, it is completely worth it. This time in the fridge is not only going to let our Nutella flavor really develop in these cookies, it's going to keep them from spreading too much. And in the end, you're going to have nice, soft, extremely flavorful cookies. So I'm going to cover this bowl with cling wrap, and this will go in the fridge for the next 3 hours. Once your cookie dough has chilled for at least 3 hours, now you'll want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll scoop our cookie dough. Now, I like to use a 1½ tablespoon size cookie scoop, but as you can see here, I like to overfill it a bit, so I'm actually getting about 2 tablespoons of cookie dough per cookie. Then you'll just lightly roll this cookie dough between your palms to make it nice and round. And make sure you place your cookie dough at least 2 inches apart on your cookie sheet. So I've lined my cookie sheet with parchment paper, as you can probably see. If you don't have parchment paper on hand, just use an ungreased cookie sheet. That will work just as well. Now we will bake these cookies in our 375 Fahrenheit preheated oven for about 10 to 13 minutes. Once your cookies are finished baking, the cracks in the middle are going to still look a little bit underdone. Now the edges should be cooked up and finished, but if the insides look a little soft still, that's okay. You're going to let them cool completely on the baking sheet, and that's where they'll finish baking. Now, one trick that I like to do that just makes my cookies look extra nice and pretty and perfectly bakery style is I like to take additional pieces of chocolate, and while the cookies are still warm, as in 1 minute within taking them out of the oven, I'll gently press additional chocolate chunk pieces on top of the cookies. And that is how you make my all-time favorite Nutella cookies. I really think you guys are going to love this recipe. If you try it out, please leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.